Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your very special full moon reading. So let's get started. Tomorrow, at least here in Pacific Standard Time, we have the super Pisces blue moon. So let's channel what messages are needed for this super moon, this super Pisces blue moon. We have the Ten of Swords. So much to overcome. Ooh. Okay, we have the Tower, the Sun, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands. The Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, and Judgment. Wow. So the Ten of Swords. This is some heavy, heavy energy, very heavy energy. And it's reinforced by the fact that we have the Tower. Now, the Tower is a sign that your foundation is not stable enough to withhold what you've tried to build. This could be past tense because we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, anything that's a 10, it's a completion. It is the ending of. So we're coming to a point where we are coming to the end of all this very difficult situation that you've had to deal with, that you've been dealing with. And it's because this Tower needs to fall. But despite how crazy that sounds, it is because it is making way for the Sun, for better things for you to hold that are meant to be held by you. Now, the thing about that is it's easier said than done. When we have the Five of Cups, we tend to not be entirely happy with what's going on, right? It's kind of like in the Rider-Waite, there are many spilled cups and no one is paying attention to the cups that are being offered. But we have the Ace of Pentacles. That is the beginning. There's a lot of, it sounds very macabre. It sounds very like rough and tumble, but it's because there's brighter things ahead. There's new beginnings. If you've been seeing 111, 1111, this is all like new things. If you've seen 999, new things are coming. It is time for new things. These difficulties are making way for new things. So when we have the Page of Swords, we're learning a new mode of communication. It's not unlearning how to say what we need to say, what we feel, what has to be said, but it also allows us to learn how to listen. It allows us to learn how to listen. Listening is just as important as being able to speak up. Now, we're also followed by the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, they're two very distinctly different styles of wand. Two very different choices to be made. Now, when we see when we have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, there is a choice, right? There is a choice. Now, there are two possible outcomes to your choice. One is going to be difficult, and one is going to be utter celebration. Now, that depends on you. That depends on you. Are you willing to let go of the wallowing and see and allow yourself to see the bright side, to see the silver lining? Or are you going to wallow and be afraid? This is a lot having to do with trust, but that may be hindered. So the decision on how you see things is definitely hindered by your judgment. There's a lot of past experiences that come into play, but it's up to you on how you decide to flip the switch. I think we've talked about this a few times, and I mean, all these difficulties that are coming up are only proving that it depends on the way that you see things and choose to see things. If you still continue to maintain that pessimistic viewpoint because you claim it's just a cynical way that you are, no, sweetie pie, that's just your trauma showing through. And I hate to put it that way, but realistically, it's true. Because here we have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords followed by the Five. The Six is overcoming a battle. It's overcoming and actually winning. But it's also followed by the Ace of Cups. A lot of emotions have to be dealt with. When you come up with the Ace, you're learning something new. You have to find a new way to deal with it. And emotions aren't easy to deal with. They really are not. Sitting with your emotions is one of the most difficult things to do. But the world would be yours if you would only allow yourself the opportunity to sit with your emotions and go deep into the darkness of yourself and actually sit with it, so you can learn to overcome those deep emotions that'll help you win. And don't be so judgmental about it. So, Mighty Fates, what lesson do you have? Ooh, too many. Oh, ooh, my goodness. I have something to say. Mighty Fates, what lesson do you have? Wow. Okay. So we have, sorry, I can't read. We have Ascension. And we have self-love. I don't think in any of my readings have I ever pulled the self-love card. So that says something. That is saying something. Ascension. Ascension says that this card is a testament to all the work you've done. It is a nod from the universe that your efforts are seen and are being rewarded. Things are moving forward, and you will continue to progress and reach a higher state of consciousness as well as earthly success. This card can also be encouraging you to deepen your spiritual practices and work toward alignment with the highest codes of your being. Life is all about moving and reaching our true potential. You are well on your way. Keep going. On the flip side, this card can also indicate an imbalance around spiritual practice. Sometimes we can become completely reliant on things spiritual and may ignore the earthly plane and real issues. This is referred to as spiritual bypassing. Another form this takes is continuing to focus on clearing and up leveling, but not integrating. It can become an addiction and all about moving on to the next thing, and we think it's okay because it's spiritual in nature. But in reality, it can become disempowering. If this resonates with you, work on grounding yourself and perhaps slow down. That definitely says something. So now we have self-love. And I think this is going to resonate with quite a few people. Self-love. Loving oneself is one of those larger concepts that is difficult to truly integrate. We are conditioned from birth to doubt ourselves, compare, deny, or minimize our gifts, hide ourselves away, and change who we are. This brainwashing is crippling. We become adults who have to fight to remember ourselves. We recognize the importance of loving and accepting ourselves, but release those voices and negative tapes that play in our head can feel impossible. Beyond that, we often decide we need to love ourselves in order to attain or achieve something. An example, I need to love myself so I can attract a partner. To truly love oneself is to do without any expectations or hopeful outcomes. The relationship with oneself is the most intimate relationship we will ever have, and it is a daily endeavor. Rather than viewing self-love as a day of pampering or fighting that which is holding you back, let all of it fall away for a few moments. Ask your heart, body, and spirit when you wake up, what do you need from me? How can I support you? What will nurture you? How can I deepen my relationship with you? Continue to check in with yourself throughout the day. It kind of makes a lot of sense with the page and the judgment card and the choice. Gotta choose that. And all spirit guides, what message do you have for our watchers on this full moon? Jeez Louise. Spirit guides. What messages do you have for our watchers today? Gosh. Okay, we have Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. And the Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. I know we've had this one recently, but it kind of makes sense with what we've got going on. So let's start with our dear Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. When Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you're being reminded of the personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it is time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to set it up. If you're asking about relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting. When Antelope Spirit calls, you move quickly. Do you feel how fast the world is changing? Like everything is moving at warp speed. It is hard to control desired outcomes or set fixed goals because by the time you get there, you will actually have moved beyond it. Now is the time to let go and enjoy the exhilarating ride as intentions you have set in motion in the past are coming into form with lightning speed. Your job is to stay the course, even if it feels dizzying. You might find you will change your mind a half a dozen times or more as you improve your offerings. And that is just fine. Make peace with the pace. For if you ride this quickening energy, you will solve challenges quickly and effortlessly instead of being bogged down. The best way to use this energy is letting go of worry and stay mindfully present as you continue to take action. Also, if something is not going to be in your best interests, no matter how badly you want it, Antelope will quickly remove it so you can move toward what is truly meant for you. If something is being taken away, be grateful and keep moving. It is not the time to sit still, but to breathe deeply as you move forward with velocity. I keep bringing up the Tower because that's like the foundation crumbling. That's that building falling away for something much better. Here we go. Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. Dolphin Spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too Dolphin Spirit is both this and that. Two truths coexist, the story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there are blessings too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see a situation that is both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad. And people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and that, then accepting and enjoying the duality of life. Why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment in all areas of your life? There are aspects of both this and that. Today you can celebrate the fact and recognize the complexity and beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move toward the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present. So if you want to say goodbye to what was, you're required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over the other, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as whole. When you most want to be acknowledged as right and see other ways as wrong, Dolphin Spirit appears as a reminder that the story of your suffering and righteousness is a little more complicated than you are admitting right now. Do you want to see things in black and white and be rigid in your ideas of what's correct and what is not? Release your rigidity and embrace the fluidity of life as you recognize the grays that remind you that there are two sides to every story, an upside to each downside, and a blessing in every challenge. What you think is wrong may end up being right for you. So let Dolphin Spirit soften your heart so that you can make the best decision in this time, playing with the possibilities that present themselves. I don't make this shit up. I do not, my friends. So, let's see what's being attracted to you during this Pisces blue moon, super blue moon. We have negativity.